Shalom guys, and welcome to another Butlers Unboxed video. In today's video, we're going to discuss why did we decide to full-time RV and what are we most excited about along the way. Don't mind the kids, that's just part of this game. Don't forget to like,
share,
and subscribe.
and don't forget the notification bell so you don't miss out on anything.
Let's get into the video. So we're gonna do this video in two parts. The first part is answering the question of why we even decided to do this full-time RV gig. And the second question we're gonna go over is what are we most excited about? For me, because we do have similar reasons, but we do have two different reasons why we decided to take on an adventure such as this with 3 kids. But for me, I decided that this was something that we wanted to do, which we have been thinking about for years now. Doing something like this takes a lot of faith and it takes a lot of work. The prep is just as much as I'm sure the adventure would be, but in the long run, our whys is so strong that it's definitely worth the try. For me, I wanted to make sure, and you will see me looking down because I have my bullet points here, but I want to make sure I go over everything with you. Oh, look at the snow. Focus, Amber. Okay. So for me, one of my first reasons is because I am so ready to free up the hold that material things has on us. And when I say that, I mean, you know, since I've been with my husband, he has worked from sun up to sundown to make sure we're always taken care of. And he does a fantastic job. But in turn, it makes him miss out on some of the kids' milestones. It makes him miss out on just some of the daily excitement or things that you can never get back. So when you work so much, when you think about it, we work so much to obtain and to keep things, whether it's houses, cars, or subscriptions, or just to continue to pay for things. It's why we continue to work. And for me, my mindset was, now it was initially his idea, not necessarily the RVing part, but to do something different. About 2 years ago, he wanted to do a bus conversion and just go on the road. Of course, I got pregnant again with Noah, so then we just threw it out the window. But now we're ready, and we're ready to get this thing started. So for me, freeing up the hold that material things has on us will allow us to you still have to work because you still have to maintain your life, but the more things you have means the more work you have to do. And the more work you have to do, it makes it less time for things that's more important, which is God, maybe being more in tune with your spiritual self and building relationships with those that really matter. So doing this journey for me allows us to be together, to actually live the hours of the day together. Now, there are times where he will still have to leave to work, and we'll have a whole nother different video about how we maintain financially throughout this journey, but it won't be as much as he did before. So, because we will have less, and there's a whole nother video on how we had to downsize and declutter, which you guys would definitely enjoy. So all in all, I'm just totally ready to be able to free ourselves to build better relationships with the Most High and each other. So, babe, why did you decide to agree to such an adventure?
My main reason would be because it seemed as if I was going into a pattern of living to work rather than working to live. And this seemed like a good way to segue into the next step of life where it's more so an effort to live life versus working and basing your life around work. And you know, this is what we came up with as something that we wanted to do that was totally different, that none of our family members had ever done. And I just wanted to see where the Most High would take us with this. And pretty much I would love to have the main reason be to spend more time with my family. I know several people who are very successful and have worked their entire lives and missed out on their entire children's childhoods. And I don't want to go down that route. I'd rather be there for my children when they're young and when they're old. So, you know, that's my reason why.
And one thing I want to make sure I put out there is this is a total faith move. And I say that because you know, we have to figure out how to do things a different way. And that is not always easy. To be able to travel and to see the world, to be able to still be with your family, still homeschool, but still make money. Like, that is a lot to try to figure out. But we know that if we do the right thing in our life, the Most High will make a way the rest of the way. We just have to put forth our effort with the best way we know how. So we're just totally excited. So now let's get into the second phase of this video. And that is, what are we looking forward to? What are we excited about along the way? And of course, I'll get started. For me, one of the first thing I'm excited about is just simple things. Bonfire dinners in national parks, state parks being a norm. My kids being outside a lot. Like a lot. Somebody's crying. Be back. Sorry guys, break. Noah's crying. We'll be back. Another reason why I'm excited, that I'm looking forward to on this adventure, is homeschooling with more life into it. So yeah, they'll still have paper, they'll still have to do their regular schoolwork online, but I want them to be able to go through homeschooling with actual life lessons. So I'm super excited about that. Being a homeschooling mom, I always have a worry of socialization skills. And we all know that their socializing starts at home. But I want to make sure that I get them out there, that they're still not, just because I'm homeschooling, I don't want them to be sheltered. You know, I have my reasons for homeschooling, but I still want them to see all the amazing things that are out there. So homeschooling with more life into it. And last but not least, which is so many reasons and things I'm ready I'm excited to see along the way, but having more time with this guy. When you think about it, when you fall in love with someone, and you're dating, and you spend this time together, and then life hits, and then you have to work, and you have kids, and they have to work, and you get a house, and you have to work, and you get a new car, and then I have to work, then you know, I'm just so ready for him. I'm excited for him to see how amazing the children are on a daily basis, and for me to learn more about him by spending more time with him. So that's some of the things I'm more excited about. What about you?
I think the things that I'm most excited about would be to experience and see God's natural artwork, the things that most people put down as their bucket list items that they can't wait to see when they retire after they've spent their entire youth at work. And by then, you're too old to really enjoy and go maximize the experiences. So I want to just, since I think we can make it happen, go try it. And if we can't make it, then you can always go back to
rent an
the
apartment.
norm of,
Yeah.
all right, well, I'm gonna go get a job and just settle in.
But hey, at least we gave it a try, right?
Yeah, but you know, like she said, it's worth a try. You know, if you can't make it work, then cool.
Go get another job.
Not a problem. At least you get to see something. But that, and of course, I'm also very excited and being able to be there to help shape my children. You know, my two boys and my little girl.
Because you know what? They're a handful during the day.
They are. They are.
Okay, sorry, I had a moment.
But like I said, I just, my main things is experiencing, you know, the world and life, and also being a part of my family's life. You know, not just there after dark. So that's what I'm excited about, is being there and getting to enjoy these things with you guys.
I'm so excited to have him along with us with this journey. And one thing that really just made me just say, hey, let's just go for it. And I brought it back up to him was, and I'll put the script below in the description box. And there was just a verse in the Bible that just said, you know, when we were created to follow his laws, statutes, and commandments. Do our feast days. This is his kingdom. Yes, you have to work. Yes, there's different things you have to do in order to be a good servant, a good person. But our ultimate our ultimate reason to be even created was to be a testimony of his greatness, to be a light to the world, and to guard his commandments and live by his laws and his statutes. After that, it says, live, which means do those things and I got you. And with this journey, we're definitely on the path of seeking him more, and everything else he'll definitely take care of. I'll be sure to leave that verse in the description box below. And don't forget, guys, before we end this video, we did want to continue to remind you, we do have a Patreon page that it definitely allow us to be able to be more personal with you guys. You'll have real-time updates, and you'll also be able to do live chats and questions with us. And we're excited to bring you along. We are here to show you that it's time for you to unbox yourself to finally live a life that you've always wanted. So until the next video, shalom, happy unboxing.